What's up, you guys? Today we're going to be talking about ticker symbol DAL, known as Delta Airlines. I'm going to be showing you guys my personal opinion on the whole stock, whether if it's a buy or not, and at what price point I would like to buy it at. I'm going to go on the computer now and show you guys exactly my thoughts on it. All I ask, if you take 5 seconds of time, hit that like button below. It really helps out this channel, and subscribe if you haven't yet. So let's go on the computer so I can talk to you guys about ticker symbol DAL. So we have here Delta Airlines. As you know, we've had a big market crash with this whole pandemic going on. I personally think we haven't hit the low yet of the stock. I feel like a broken record in some cases because I keep saying that almost in every video. As you can see here, we've been selling off. We just hit a double bottom, somewhat of a bullish move, temporary, and I do see that we're building up a wedge gap, either break out a little bit or to fall. You can see with this trend line building up here, do think it's going to take a lot of time for us to get back to normal. Think of all the situations we're going through, and even if the cases do drop, until we have a vaccine, I don't see the market going back to normal. Because think about it, even if in lockdown, right, if you go back to work, there's still a chance of you getting this whole virus. The economy is going to be dropping worldwide, and what can help prevent a lot of this panic maybe would be rapid testing. That could actually help the market. I kind of feel like we're entering a bull trap here. I do see a hit here, the 19 mark. This stimulus package here came for a little run. I've been calling it for you guys here that this is a bull trap, and little by little we started selling off here. This is a really good move. Like here, it's just a big downtrend. You can see here like this going back up a little bit, and you can see here that we hit the same bottom, right? And usually when we double bottom like this and go up a little bit, a lot of traders will see this and will buy into the market short term for a little bullish move. And especially with this whole month, I don't think we're gonna bottom yet. That's my personal opinion. I do think we're gonna have a lot of earning reports for companies such as Netflix. I think Amazon's reporting as well. They're gonna do great numbers, and I do think whole month is gonna be but a short-term uptrend. So you can see here that we double bottomed, right? And we might hit this wedge gap. I do see maybe us breaking out a little bit, but long term I don't think we've seen the bottom yet of Delta Airlines. And you can see that we're up in the bullish move. This is a double top here, and once you see this, like I said in Delta Airlines, once you see this move here, double top, it's going to be a bearish move, meaning it's going to most likely go down. Not 100%, but most likely when you see this hit double, it's usually a downtrend, right? A lot of this whole week, a lot of cases have been saying like New York is getting better and we're all getting better. Like, this is how big money make their money, when people start buying into it, into the market, and then they sell off. I'm telling you guys, I'm still, I would say 95% cash, waiting for the bottom. I do think it's not going to be this month, but maybe next month of mid-May. That's my take on it. I did buy CCL Carnival when I saw a double bottom here on Friday for a little small play. I saw this double bounce here. I bought enough stocks to be comfortable even if it went down. I did think it was going to uptrend from here, or on Monday it was going to keep downtrending. What it did was Monday it went up 20%. Tuesday it went 20%, and as today it's up 6%. Did sell yesterday in the morning, made 40% within just 2 days because I saw this double bottom here. And you could have done the same with Delta Airlines. I'm gonna show you guys my 3 scenarios for the stock. We could either keep coming up here. This is a support line. We could be around this area, and once we break this trend line here, we could either pop up. If it doesn't, we can break down and see lower lows. I don't think we've seen the bottom yet. That's just my personal opinion, guys. I was right when I called this bull trap here, but really well with this trend line here, and just started breaking down. If you guys see my other videos and subscribe, you would have saw that. If you want to do a swing trade here and buy low and then sell high, it might be a good move. If we see this hit this 19 level, it's a good long-term buy in my opinion. We might see that move, right? What we might see is the opposite. So we might see it do this, right? It can't break out, so then we see it drop really hard. That's what we might see. This is another support level right here. If it doesn't break this, we can see it drop really hard. and we could see it go below 19. I personally see a buy target would be around the $17 range and below that. If you look back in history, I could show you some support lines and resistance lines that might help you pick and decide whether at what price point you want to buy them at. There is support around $14 to $15 range here, so we can possibly see that hit there. We also have support here at the $17 range where it's already at the Fibonacci level. There's also support here at the $11 mark. I do think all these price targets are realistic long term. Before we see the bottom of the market, we might see these levels. You know, it might not be this month, it might take some time, but I do think we haven't hit the bottom yet of the market. We're kind of in a bullish trap. I still think, you know, it's gonna take a long time for the market to get back to normal until we have a vaccine. Think of it like this: even after the cases drop, people are going to go back to work either scared, people are going to lose their jobs because the economy is going to slow down. There's going to be a lot of effects long term from this whole pandemic. If you wanted to see an uptrend, this would be a really good to say that you're kind of wrong and we're uptrending in the market. So if we go down here and then we break this resistance line, right, and then we drop, then we break through here, then we drop, and then if we break through this 289, then you have to start considering that this market is recovering. If we break this 289 mark, I would personally say that, you know, I was wrong with this whole bull trap, and I think we're in an uptrend in the market. As of now, I don't see that. If it breaks through this 289 and it keeps uptrending, then a lot of people are going to get into the market. If we're uptrending here, we might see this. If we go down here and we break through this, then we're uptrending in the market. That's a sign that we're bullish in the market and we're not bearish and we're uptrending. Most likely, in my scenario and my thoughts, I do think we're going to see something like this. Especially with earnings coming out, we might see it break above this 274 mark. I think we're going to see a crash. I think we're going to see a panic in the market. If you guys seen and subscribed to my other videos, I do think we will hit the 200 mark and the 180 mark before we start recovering in the market. That's my personal opinion on it. I could be wrong, but I will go long around this 200 and 180 mark if I want to buy Delta or any other stocks in the market. Another scenario I can see that we might hit, that we don't break this 274 level and we kind of make a head and shoulders pattern here. So we break down, go back up, and then just break down here. This could potentially happen, something similar to this, a head and shoulders pattern, and start downtrending and seeing lower lows, maybe around the 200 and 180 mark. Might go up here, go down, and see these levels. These are just my prediction, guys. I don't think we've hit the bottom yet of the market. I could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, you know, you just adjust predictions later on. And as a trader, it doesn't matter if you're wrong or right. What you have to do is be patient and wait for the right moves. There's a lot of people that, especially in the comment section, they would say, let's say this bull trap here, they were saying, oh, we missed the move. A lot of people started buying here in this uptrend of $35, $30, and then they all got stuck and they all basically lost almost 40% of their portfolio, 40% of their investment. If they're a beginner trader, sometimes they would panic here, buy here, and sell around here, which is not what you want to do. You want to wait for the right opportunity that's given and then take advantage of that. You know, it's always easier said than done, but when you have money and when you're trading with emotions, you know, you're gonna make decisions based on, you know, panic buying, panic selling, and you just have to wait for the right opportunity. You guys, if you wanted to buy here at the 19 level before this breakout, I do think we might see an uptrend here, and then we might break down later on, probably next month. That's my predictions on Delta Airlines. So hopefully this video helps you out, guys, whether you want to buy Delta Airlines or not, and at what price point you want to buy the stock at. So every video we're going to be answering 3 comments, so leave your questions down below. Why Boeing doesn't want to accept the stimulus package? Because the feds want something in return, and the feds want to make it a fair trade. I'm not too sure about what the details are involved with it, but I do know the feds are not going to be giving out money just to help out companies, especially if they buy buybacks and spend millions and millions of dollars doing that. So the feds want to make sure it's a fair trade in their part, and Boeing is playing hardball with them, and long term they might accept the stimulus package if their company and financials are hurting. I've actually been doing stocks for around 3.5 years, and the past year and a half I've been actually taking a bit more serious. What percentage of my portfolio would I invest in the cruise industry if it hits these all-time lows? I would invest personally around 15, maybe 20%, depending on the whole situation. Probably around 15%. I will most likely diversify, buying in the cruise line industry, the hotel industry, even MGM for example. I would just try to diversify to reduce risk long term, and also buy potentially Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, Amazon at a lower price point. Right now they're a bit in the uptrend right now, but I do think within a month or so they might see a downtrend, and that would be a good price point to buy them at. Also, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys on the next video.